Good morning, everyone. This is Kathy, and welcome to my channel. Now, today I am using the Info Bloom. I am using, I think I just bought the card kit and a paper pack with a sticker sheet. And I only used one sticker off of the sticker sheet. I wanted to use this paper here and color all these little icons that are stamped on the background. I do leave a lot of this in so you can see what I'm doing. Now I am using, I don't have a lot of the tri-blend markers yet, so I got out my shimmer markers. I put a little drop on my acrylic block and then squirt it with water, and then it just kind of waters down a little bit. Alright, so I got the green done. I did shut the camera off for a little bit. And now I am using, I think, raspberry. And that is that the color? I'm pretty sure that's the color of the year, but yeah, I'm not real good at paying attention sometimes. But anyway, I love the color of that pink, and it brings out, my photos are pretty dark, and they are me and Becky. We were waiting to eat, and we were sitting down at the bar, and I just turned to her and made this goofy face, and we just started taking pictures, and then we started laughing, and yes, I probably peed my pants from laughing so hard. I peed my pants so much when I was with Becky because, you laugh a lot. I love my title to this page. I love the colors, yeah. Alright, so I'm almost done with the pink. I do come in just a little, do I use a blue? Yes, on the butterflies. I wipe my acrylic block, and then I get my Lagoon out, and I color the little butterfly a little bit, and those little dots on them leaves little blue too. I'm going to cover up that right side. I find the paper like that is very challenging for me, so I'm just going to cover it up. Now I do pull the sticker sheet out, and I use one sticker, which is alright. I wanted to put this on the left-hand side just to kind of cover up that harsh line. Now that paper turned out really pretty. I love the way it looks. You guys, if you pick up this collection, which I'll have the paper kit, the card kit. Here's the funny pictures. I know. Look at the face. I look like I'm scared. I love the pictures. I just love them. So, my title, I actually ran across a die cut and stole the title from the die cut. Life is better when you're laughing. Yes, it is. I mean, we laughed all the time. It's a good medicine for you. Alright, these letters are from HipKit, and they're like a cursive. And I can't ever join them to make them look like it's writing. So I end up cutting most of the little carry line, cursive line over. I cut a lot of them off just to join them next to each other so that we can read them. I cut it off of the H and the U and the N. and yeah, lots of them. The bee, and I just think they look better without the little line, you know. They're just harder to use like that. But I love the colors. I think it goes really well with the raspberry shimmer brush. And the paper on the right, it just kind of sparked up, kind of brightened up that pattern paper. So don't forget to try that when you get it, and it adds so much detail to your layout. Now, I took a photograph of this photo, or this layout, and sent it to Becky after I got my title on. I do show you, I do use a stamp set, and it's still available, Daisy Metals, and it's a stamp and thin cut. I use a couple of flowers, and they kind of look like the flowers in the paper that I painted. Alright, here they are. There's the die, and I'm going to use the larger one and the smaller one, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp them out in exclusive black ink, and just stamp a few on my white daisy cardstock, and then I'm going to stop the camera and use my shimmer brushes, or my paint brushes, and use the color that's on my block. I didn't purchase hardly any of the die cuts, or, you know, the black die cuts that come with it in Full Bloom. I didn't purchase them, so I had to go ahead and make my own. Alright, I'm going to stamp a couple more little ones, just to have enough. I always seem to get ink on my blocks from my flowers, or any of the stamping. Alrighty. Now this is the raspberry. And I just kind of put some water on there and then use a little brush. And I'm going to go ahead and just brush the color on. And it's okay if I go outside the lines, because they'll be cut out. It does come with the thin cuts, but I sat here and these are large enough that I could just use my scissors, and I don't have to get my die cutting machine out. Alright, here are the painted flower, and they kind of shimmer a little bit. Now I'm trying to go with 3 clusters. Oh, there's my stamp. I showed you again. Alright. These are the leaves and the dies that I used. I went ahead and cut out some sticks too, but I ended up not using the little branches. I sent this layout to Becky, and I had some green stamped out leaves that I stamped, and I didn't end up using those. I brought in some, she suggested using some black since the photos were dark. So I went ahead and used my die cutting machine and die cutted those black leaves. And now I'm just getting them glued down. Now I went in my stash close to my heart, and I got out these wood flowers, and I went ahead and used my black shimmer brush and colored them. And now I'm going to scatter them around my page just for a little bit more detail. I think that adds just the right little splash of black And you can still see the title. So I love how this turned out. I think it turned out really pretty. Simple, but there's lots of techniques in my layout. The stamping and the coloring of your background or a sheet of paper, pattern paper. I have one little black flower and the other ones are all little. I hope you enjoyed this layout. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. That helps me reach other people to watch my channel. So I want to thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.